I hear the tribute video is really good. I'm gonna watch it on stream. I haven't watched it yet. The song is awful. Sorry, Bach. Bach who? Yeah, I'll pull up the video in a little bit and give it a watch. I'm looking forward to it. I wanted to watch it as soon as it went up, but I figured I'd hold off. Be one of those React streamers. $3.5K subs away from 100K on Spaceboy clips.
Yeah, bro, there's hella fire.
Yeah, let's see the new video. I might as well watch it now while there's only a few people here, because I've been wanting to watch it for a while. I saw the reaction to it has been extremely positive, and I'm excited to check it out. I'm excited to check it out. I haven't seen it yet. Let's see what's up. Bump, bump, bump. A tribute to James Randall. Nope. Hi. Hello. Are you screaming at me? Alright. Let's watch the new YouTube video. I haven't seen it. I've seen the reactions to it. It seems pretty positive, and I know Rez was working on it as a little passion project. I don't know what to expect, but let's check it out right about now. This is like The Rock and Mick Foley. This is your life. uh. uh. Wow. Wow. Crazy, man. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And I think like most of that has been within like the last year. Um, I believe you'd have to ask Raz, but I believe the Spaceboy Clips channel has now existed for about a year. Um, and I think that's incredible. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. It's been a good year. The AI shit posting leading to that was awesome. That was very cool. Huge thank you to Raz, as always. Incredible talent. That was awesome, man. That was fantastic. Yeah, that's not me singing. That's an AI shit post. Fucking awesome, man. Yeah, that's insane. I kind of want to cover the song as James just to see how similar it is to the AI cover. Do. That's awesome, man. Thank you for I don't even know how long I've had James now. I think the first James stream was what, August 2021. That's fucking fantastic, man. 2 years now, right? Good stuff, man. I love playing this character, man. I play James as often as I do and don't play as many other characters because I really enjoy playing this character. It's fun. It's really fun. I'm a firm believer that the reason I'm still doing so well streaming after so many years is I still really enjoy it. I have a lot of fun every day. I don't feel like I have a job almost ever. I just pull up and have fun. And it's great because about a year and a half ago, I was incredibly burned out. When I was living in Austin, I had this dark room with no natural light, and nobody living around me was an RPer, but they were all streamers, so it was like I could connect to them, but I couldn't connect with them. You know what I mean? And getting back to California, The reason I talk about it so much is because it was really important for me. I'm someone who's very influenced by my environment. I think that's why I was able to hunker down in quiet Michigan and just sit at my setup for 12 hours a day every day for 5 years and just make shit. You know, when I'm in the right environment to do that, I can do it. And Texas wasn't the right environment for that. Everything since getting back here to California has just been a consistent uptrend. All the TikTok success, all the YouTube success, all the new editors coming in and just being incredibly talented, all the new support from all of y'all, man. The subathon last year was incredible. The subathon this year was really good. For fuck's sake, I'm about to line 300k play buttons on the wall behind me, and that's all in like the last year. It's been an incredible year, and I'm thankful, man. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm enjoying myself. Last week I didn't stream a whole lot because I was having a really bad insomnia flare up and wasn't sleeping a whole lot. I wish I had good news to say this week will be different and I'm gonna stream my face off, but I started to notice it last night and I was kind of in uh-oh mode, but I'm positive today. I'm sick. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's COVID or just like a cold or whatever, but when I get sick, it lasts about a week. You know how some people get sick like semi-often, but it only lasts a couple days? I get sick about 2 or 3 times a year at the most, and it lasts minimum a week. So buckle in, everybody. The first week of July is not gonna be particularly hardcore. We're gonna be chilling a little bit, probably shorter streams, maybe some days off here and there, but we'll get through it. It is what it is. Could be worse. Could be worse. But yeah, man, that compilation, that best of, that tribute, that was sick as fuck. That was very, very good, and I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Good stuff, man. I'm a happy boy. Yeah, yesterday I thought I was just hungover. But yeah, no. I pulled up to a little TwitchCon dinner, not TwitchCon, Anime Expo, same thing, really. Everyone's here for it. And I was sweating at the dinner. I was like, man, this hangover's awful. And then I got home and my throat was scratchy and I was coughing and I was like, fuck. Fuck. It happens. It happens. It is what it is. Yeah, the Clips channel is closing in on 100k subs. That's crazy. No, I'll be live tomorrow. I'll probably be live every day this week, but the streams will probably be pretty short. Yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna feel it out. But yeah, man, thanks for watching my stream and my YouTube videos, you guys. It's cool, man. It makes me happy that you guys like to. I always say thanks for enjoying. What do I always say? Thanks for watching the stuff I like to make. You guys enjoying watching it is good because I enjoy making it, so it's symbiotic. It works. You're in the Twitch spotlight spot? What? Really? Am I on the front page? No, not for me. I'm in the carousel, but that doesn't really mean much. But hello, hi. The carousel is but the only slot in the carousel that matters is that first middle one, because nobody really clicks through the rest of the carousel. But that's still cool. That's tight. Hello, front page people. That's hilarious that they put me on there. I explicitly warned them, like, probably not the safest place for me to be. But yeah, that's cool. I am in, that's called the carousel, where you can like click through all the streams. I am in there. That's tight. I'll take it. I'll take a little front page carousel. Hello from South Africa. Love the streams. Oh, that's fucking cool. Hello. Thanks for loving the streams. Yeah, I'm Chris Pratt's cousin who he excommunicated because I get vaccinated. I hope I don't have COVID. I don't know what I have, but it's I mean, it's not so bad, but I can feel it progressing. But just to make sure that the stream goes hard today, I think I'm gonna get out in front of this and take an Allegra D real quick. And make sure to drink a lot of water today. I'll be right back. Sorry. Thanks for fucking with the James Randall tribute video on YouTube. That shit's really cool, man. I'm very happy with it. This character holds a special place in my heart for a lot of reasons. One, the most simple being I really enjoy playing him. Two being I made him as like more or less a last-ditch effort. I was bored as shit with RP like a couple years ago. I was completely burned out. I wasn't even just like contemplating quitting RP. I was like contemplating quitting streaming, which I never really thought I'd ever. I didn't give it any like serious thought, but I was just miserable. I was bored after, you know, doing the same thing for 8 years. Even if it's a really fun thing, I was pretty burned out. And I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna make another character and see what happens, which is always good advice. Obviously with a creative project, always a good idea. And I was like, fuck it, let's just see what happens. I'm bored. Playing Mel is dull. I'm not having fun. Let's just make someone new and see where it goes. And 2 years later, main character, having more fun than I really ever have. Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff, good stuff. Cool, man.
Yeah, bro, there's hella fire.
I think a lot of people out there do their best work with their back against the wall, you know what I mean? And mine was right up there. Back against the wall, bored as shit. I was living with Seer, who was completely branching out of RP and like moving on to do new things. And I was so jealous. I was like, man, I am so tired of being stuck here. I want to do other stuff. I can't. It's just not working. I don't know what to do. So I was like, fuck it. Instead of trying new things outside of this, I'll just try something new within it. And it worked. It really worked. Good shit, man. I got a lot of good people around me that it wouldn't work without, you know what I mean? I can't do shit solo. I need a crew. Life is good, man. Yeah, I think that's something I never really expected. Like I was stoked on James becoming like a fan favorite within my viewership, you know what I mean? But I don't think I ever really expected how well liked the character would be among the player base. And I'm extremely grateful for that.
Oh, no, thank you. I'm just out for a leisurely stroll.
All right, well, you stay safe, okay?
Thank you. You drive safely, and I'm sure I'll see you soon.
All right, bye.
Yeah, I have a lot of fun, man. I think that's like If I could give unsolicited advice
Yeah,
to
bro. There's hellfire.
anybody making content, if you make stuff that you're enjoying making, there's going to be people out there who enjoy watching it. Because you're not going to be the only person who likes what you're doing, you know what I mean? What cop used to always use you as bait on Alta Street? Willie Glory. He's still a huge enabler of my RP on all my characters. He's great. He's always been great. I don't know if he even streams anymore. a lot of the better characters aren't streamers. Or if he does stream, he streams from time to time. Yeah, he's great. He's always fun. He's one of a handful of cops that, like, for better and for worse, when he's around, I know I can get away with like anything. That doesn't mean he's like a better cop because he lets everything slide, you know what I mean? Like, oh, content cop, blah blah. But it is fun that whenever I see Willie, I'm like, okay, I can do just about anything here, and he's gonna be like, I'll take care of James, and he'll just like take me away from the scenario. Yeah, he's great. What does Tandy need to do to get to that next level? I think he needs to just keep doing what he's doing. I think he needs to just keep showcasing what he's capable of. Because within the last week of him switching to my time slot, he has amplified my content tenfold. Every scenario is funnier with him. The doctor shit where he slugged the bottle of whiskey and cut his arm off was truly the funniest thing I've ever seen him be a part of. Walnut Cast is extremely funny. And I like that his humor isn't for everybody. I like that there's some of the things he does that don't like click with what we do, and I see people in chat getting mad. Like when he was like shitlord spamming me, I thought it was hilarious, and someone in chat was like, "This is fucking stupid." And I'm like, yes, it is, and that's why it's fucking amazing. Yeah, Tandy with one arm is great. Oh man, I'm sick as fuck. God damn it. Oh well. Yeah, we'll see what's up today. I see Hog in the chat. Hopefully, how's? I hate that, like, the most convenient way of checking up on my friends is when they're watching my stream to just start talking. It's such a fucking lazy way to be a person. But how's things going? The Hog, how's the family? Are you sleeping? You getting sleep? Awful? Is it a struggle? I mean, shocking, but... No sleep. Put the baby down at 8 a.m. this morning. I didn't know shelters did that. Thought they only operated like cats and dogs. But hey, man, whatever helps. Yeah, that sucks, man. From Belgium, love your videos. Isn't easy to watch your streams because now where I'm at, it's almost midnight. Yeah, my stream has never been particularly friendly to those in the EU time zone. When I lived in Eastern time, I would go live at like 5 p.m., which in Europe, most of Europe was like 10. I'm realizing now I go live at the same time. I'm just in a different time zone now. I live in Pacific time now, and I go live at 2. But yeah, in the UK, that's like 10 p.m. Not just the UK, any GMT. Yeah, I've never really liked going live early in the day. I've always compared it to like daytime talk versus I don't know, when I was growing up, all the TV I watched was on at night. All of it. Literally all of it. Adult Swim, wrestling, anime, anything. It was all on at night. So I'll probably pretty much always have this schedule. Yeah, you'd stay, like, if you were sick and stayed home from school as a kid and you flipped on the TV, it was ass. Everything on TV during the day sucked. It was just daytime talk and reruns of shows that were 30 years old. Fucking Scooby-Doo marathons and shit. I mean, Scooby-Doo was great, but like Cartoon Network when I was a kid, like during the day, it was all Scooby-Doo. It was like a marathon. Have you played the new AEW game? I can't put it down. It's so good. That's what I was doing before I went live. That's what I was doing before I went to bed. It's what I'll be doing after I'm done streaming. It's so fun. I did all of Road to Elite with Kenny Omega. His moveset is just like, he is a video game character. Why don't I stream it? Because I post up on my couch in a dark room with some headphones on and just play video games like a person. Yeah, I recommend it for sure. I know the price point is a little hard to get on board with right now, and I'm sure there'll be some sales. It's mad fun. It's very clearly based on the AKI wrestling games. That much has been obvious like ever since they showcased it for the first time. The graphics look bad. The graphics are phenomenal. Some people's faces are like 1-to-1 and look exactly like them. They're just stylized, meant to look like a video game. We're so used to the WWE games being sports sims, but wrestling isn't a sport. It's like live anime. So they went back and they made an actual video game instead of a sports sim. And the graphics are crazy, man. You taunt and your character's muscles start like legitimately flexing. It's insane. I've seen some the reviews for it are really interesting because you can tell who like the younger reviewers who don't know what they're talking about are. The guys who are like, oh, it looks like they're kind of like basing it off the WWE games. Not even close. It's straight up, like it's the same control scheme as WWF No Mercy. Like it's the same controls. It's the same type of story mode as WWF No Mercy. The same momentum system, the same signature system, the same finisher system. It's exactly the same. It's WWF No Mercy 23 years later on modern consoles with a different company. And it was developed by the old WWE games developers from when the WWE games were good. 2011, 2012, etc. And they took over and they brought in some of the old moves, which is cool. There's some old like WWE game animations. Yeah, Ukes developed it. Which is interesting. It was developed by Ukes and published by THQ. just like, again, the like late 2000s, early 2010s WWE games. And your favorite was the old WCW N64 games, then you'll enjoy this for sure. It is that. I swear to God, it is that. And it's not an accident. It's very clear that that's what they were going for. And they did a very good job of emulating those late 90s, early 2000s wrestling games. They brought in the director of the old AKI games. That's amazing. Yeah, it's crazy that they were able to rebuild it from the ground up, because like the reason the Tony Hawk remakes were so good is they had the old code. They had the old code from the early pro skaters and were able to just use it. The code from the AKI wrestling games, like No Mercy, Virtual Pro, Revenge, the code is gone. AKI is gone. AKI has been disbanded for something like over 20 years. It's gone. It's all lost. The computers are gone. The hard drives are gone. So they had to make a wrestling game similar to that game from the ground up. And they fucking did it, man. Like, I was a little skeptical. Day one, I was really stoked. And then I started letting fucking Zoomer reviewers who did not play those old games get into my head. And they were like, oh, 6 out of 10. I'm like, are they right? And then I played it a little more. And I'm like, no, these guys are fucking dumb. These guys are straight up wrong. This game is like objectively a really well-made recreation of the golden age of wrestling games. They did a really good job. And that's evident in the fact that like I haven't played wrestling games in a long time. The last one I probably played on a consistent basis and put like dozens of hours into was 2K14. 2K14 was the last one where before they like reworked a bunch of things and it kind of went eh. 2K14 was the last one, which was like 10 years ago. And I'm back. This game's fun as shit. I've probably put in, I don't know, 30, 40 hours since it came out. There's not a GM mode. It's pretty bare bones. You can tell it's their first game and it's a proof of concept. It's pretty bare bones, but what's not bare bones is the movesets. There is such a disgusting amount of moves. Like, probably the most moves in a wrestling game I've ever seen. So for customization and like making your own wrestlers or modifying existing wrestlers, like there's so many moves that like Kenny Omega has multiple V-trigger variations that aren't even in his moveset because there's just so many moves. You can go edit his moveset and you want to change his finisher from the rope hung V-trigger to the corner V-trigger, you just change it. You just fucking change it. There's such an extreme amount of customization. Mods will absolutely become a thing and it probably won't even take super long. Yeah, a ton of super kicks. There's so many different moves. And you'd think it's because they just brought over the old moves from when they developed the WWE games, but I've only seen, like, I can count on one hand the amount of moves I've seen where I'm like, oh, that's from the WWE games. Some of like the ground grapples are very much from the old WWE games. But yeah, man, even the ones they brought back from the old WWE games, they changed pretty considerably. They did some edits. Nothing looks carbon copied. Wonder if they'll make a second game. My guess is that they won't make it annual release. That's my hope. I would hope that they spend a couple of years just adding content into this. Oh, is that a real golden kappa? Oh, holy shit, that's the real golden kappa. I've never had the golden kappa in my chat. Wait, why is that? Is that real? Oh shit, that's real. I've been streaming 8 years. I've never had the golden kappa in my chat. Yo, that's real. Holy shit. I screenshot that shit. Yo, that's real. Oh shit, that's real. Deep Bussy has the golden kappa. No, that's the real one. Is that the real one? What's the golden kappa? So when you type the kappa emote, it's black and white. But there's like a super rare RNG chance for it to be gold. Oh, it's real. You can get it from a hype train. I don't believe that's the hype train one. I don't know. A couple people have them. Maybe I got shit brains. I don't fucking know, man. I don't be on Twitch when I'm not streaming. Either way, it's cool.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Anyway. Yeah, man, the new AEW video game is phenomenal. I'm not only a lifelong wrestling fan, I'm a lifelong wrestling video game fan. The first time I ever played video games was wrestling games. When I was 6 years old, I got an N64, and it just came with one game. It came with Smash. So mission number one was to go to Hollywood Video and pull up with some wrestling or with some video games, because you could rent games for like $5 a week. So we'd pull up and rent like 3 games or some shit. And the first game I ever rented, I was 6 years old, was WCW NWO Revenge. And I didn't even know what wrestling was. I just saw this game and the cover was really cool. The cover was really cool. I was just like, damn, who are these two jack dudes with long hair, and who are these scary dudes yelling at each other? And little 6-year-old me was like, I don't know what that is, but it's cool, let's rent it. And it was rated E. It wasn't rated E, it was rated KA, which was, I never like understood. It's like the exact same thing. KA means it's suitable for kids to adults. So in other words, everyone. So I rented that, and I loved it, man. I was like, this is the coolest thing in the world. And obviously I was 6 years old. It was 2000. My parents were paying attention. They were like, yeah, no, you're not watching it on TV. Because wrestling at the time on TV was fucking crazy. It was the Attitude Era. It was like proper late 90s, early 2000s crash TV. It was that pre 9/11 fucking chaos, you know? Or it was just anything goes. So my parents were smart. They were like, you ain't watching that shit. So I never really watched it. And I pretty much my only like foray into the wrestling world for years was just the video games, because the video games didn't have that shit in it. It was just straight up video games, and it was on N64, so it was like these little pixelated graphics. My parents were like, fuck it, have fun. So fast forward 23 years now, the wrestling game that just came out is heavily based on the game I just showed you guys. So we've got this brand new game with modern graphics and modern technology, etc. But it's based on the wrestling games from my childhood. And those games were good, and it's not purely nostalgia. Those games were good. I can still pull up and play those games on Project 64, man. I pull up, I've had Project 64 with all the fucking N64 AKI wrestling games on my laptop for years, man. Every laptop I get, that's one of the first things I do. I install Project 64 and I get all the fucking Virtual Pro Wrestling 2, download the English mod, shit like that. So it's fucking sick that we've got this modern game that encapsulates that era of wrestling gaming so well. I'm very grateful, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. And I've got a feeling that since I'm probably going to be doing pretty short streams this week, I'm probably going to be putting some time into that game, man. Good stuff. Ever play Fire Pro? Fire Pro I could never really get into. It was just a little different. My like top 5 all time is like Virtual Pro Wrestling 2 firmly at number 1. Virtual Pro Wrestling 2 was basically WrestleMania 2000, but with significantly more dev time. So Virtual Pro Wrestling 2 is firmly my number one. Number two is going to be WWF No Mercy. Incredible game. Still holds up. Still worth a playthrough. Number three is going to be Here Comes the Pain. Just so good. Super arcadey. That era of arcadey wrestling games was unbeatable. Everything started to fall apart around 2011 when they decided to go, you know what, let's take this thing that's not a sport and give it to these companies that develop exclusively sports sim games and then just have them make it a sim as if it were a sport. And then wrestling fans were like, hey, but it's not a sport, that's going to be weird. And they were like, no, trust us, it'll be fine. And then it was dog shit. They just made boring sports sim wrestling games. But yeah, Virtual Pro, No Mercy, Here Comes the Pain, top three. And then honestly, man, WWE 2K14 was fucking phenomenal. And then honestly, I'm gonna throw SmackDown vs. Raw 09 in there because I have really fond memories of that, and it was definitely better than 08, which was kind of better than 07, but yeah. Top five: Virtual Pro 2, WWF No Mercy, Here Comes the Pain, 2K14, and then SVR 09. So that's my top five. And I've played just about all of them. That's my top five. SVR 06 was great. I bought like a Game Shark specifically to download like conversion mods. I downloaded like a whole ECW conversion. That was sick. WrestleMania 2000 was good. I think No Mercy was definitely a vast improvement, and the Japanese version of WrestleMania 2000 was significantly better. Virtual Pro Wrestling 2. Virtual Pro Wrestling 2 is AJ Styles' favorite wrestling game of all time, and he's right. He's totally right. Here Comes the Pain still holds up. Yeah, climbing up the fist and diving off and shit. Fucking using the motorcycle. Yeah, you can get on a motorcycle and then like grab and then like grab someone by the throat and drive the motorcycle around, like dragging them. It's insane. What's the one where you could create a wrestler? All of them. That's been a cornerstone of the franchise since the 90s. I've never played the backyard wrestling games, but I've seen them. They were wild. SVR 09, I think, is the best SVR game. I think it's proof of concept. It's the most fully fleshed out SVR. 2010 was when everything started to fall apart. 2010 was a great game, but what happened in 2010, and I'm still bitter about this 15 years later, which is hilarious, but the SVR games were known for having incredible animations. Like, the moves looked so crisp and so good and so real and so much like the actual wrestler who would do them was doing them. And then they hired a bunch of independent wrestlers to mocap the moves. They replaced almost every single move with a quote-unquote updated version of the mocap, and they said it was an improvement, and it was not. And everything just started looking like ass. It didn't look reasonable. Or I remember Corey Ledesma, who was the lead creative developer on the old WWE games. They added a version, and this sounds nitpicky, but it's gonna make perfect sense to any wrestling fan. How does Triple H do the pedigree? He does the gut kick, they slump over, he pulls him in, he butterflies him, he pedigrees him. Always. Triple H doesn't do the pedigree without the gut kick, period. And they added, so they used to do this thing called the finisher reveals, where they would like unveil a wrestler via a YouTube video like once a day, and they would show like, hey, this is what Triple H is going to look like in the next wrestling game. Here's his finisher. THQ would upload those videos. And when they uploaded Triple H, he does this like half-assed, it doesn't look like him doing the pedigree. He just like grabs them by the head, like slams them down, butterflies and pedigrees. And I remember tweeting Corey Ledesma, this is like, fuck knows how long now. like 15 years ago, and being like, hey man, for the last like 10 years, that move has looked perfect, and now it looks horrible. What the hell is going on? And I remember asking, like, did you guys keep the old versions of the moves in the game so we can just like go back to the ones that are good? And he's like, what do you mean we upgraded them? Because this was when you could just respond to everyone on Twitter and every celebrity would fucking acknowledge you. And he was like, what do you mean? What's wrong with it? I was like, you can't tell me that looks like Triple H doing the fucking pedigree. He's like, why? I'm like, he does a gut kick. The movements don't look anything like it at all, blah, blah, blah. He's like, just do the gut kick yourself. I'm like, bruh, you guys are trying to make a sports sim. You made it look like some fucking guy you grabbed off the street is doing the moves. And that's when I knew we were in danger, because the devs were not only not listening to, like, I was polite. They not only weren't listening to criticism from the audience, they were outright arguing with it. And that's when I was like, oh, we're fucked. These games are going in a direction where they don't want to hear our input. And they kind of went to shit from there. So the long and short of this whole rant is the fact that we finally have a wrestling game that isn't only passable, but is really, really good, is a very exciting thing. It's been so long since wrestling video games were anything more than like a decent novelty that you could play from time to time. Now we finally got a really good wrestling game, like one that I will fucking sit down on the couch and 4 hours later I look at the clock and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like I'm losing hours of my life like I'm a teenager again. It's so good. It's so fun. Yeah, I don't know what Corey Ledesma's up to nowadays. I don't know if he has any involvement in the WWE games. He was a good guy. He was dope. Like he listened to us for a time, but there did come a time where he stopped listening. And that was when I was like, ah man, we're fucked. James Randall got my hog squealing. You're a fucking idiot. Yeah, new boxing games would be sick, man. Remember the UFC games? I don't know if they're still any good, but I remember UFC Undisputed 09 came out, and I ordered a pizza. And the pizza guy, like I was playing it on release and I ordered pizza and the pizza guy was like, is that the new UFC game? I was like, yeah. He's like, I'm going home to play it as soon as I'm done working today. It was so cool. UFC Undisputed 09, the first UFC game for like the 360 PS3 era was so good. I'm sure they're still good. I know people get a lot of joy out of them. I know Lyric does really good UFC streams. But man, that first one in 09, god damn. The commentary. Bro, the commentary in those games made wrestling fans go, wow, we're really getting the short end of the stick if they're producing shit that's this good over here in the UFC games. Like it sounded like fucking Rogan was actually commentating the fight. It was so good, man. And that was so long ago, bro. That was fucking 2008, right? God damn, man. That was a really golden era in gaming, man. That like 07 to 010, that 07 to 2010 era was fucking fire. There's a new boxing game on Steam called Undisputed. It's EA with good reviews. I would love boxing games to come back to their glory, man. What were the like N64 ones that were really fun and had like all the custom characters and shit? Yeah, I still have all my old 360 games. They're at my parents' house in Detroit. They keep asking me what to do with them, and I think the reason they keep asking, I'm sure my mom likes to watch the beginning of the streams. I think the reason they keep asking is because I keep saying not to get rid of them. And I think they just keep asking, hoping that eventually I'll be like, yeah, fuck it, ditch them. But yeah, I have like all my old 360 games and shit. I think I donated like most of my PS2 games, and I donated like all my N64 games. I don't have any of those anymore. But I think I still got the 360 ones. Ready to rumble? Is that what I'm talking about? I donated them. Yeah. That was more or less like the cycle. I'd get a bunch of N64 games, play them for years. The PS2 came out, donated all my N64 games to charity, or I traded them in at Game Crazy, but they gave barely any money at that point, so I just fucking donated them to charity. And then the 360 came out, so I donated all my PS2 games. I didn't really like understand as a teenager that like stuff like that one day would become quote unquote retro. Like even nowadays the fact that we're considering the Xbox 360 era to be retro gaming blows my fucking mind. But it's true. Like I'll pull up an old Xbox 360 game and I'm like, oh shit, this is legitimately old school shit, and it's tight. Game Crazy was Hollywood Video's version of fuck me, I don't know what Blockbusters was called. So the whole point of like Blockbuster and Hollywood Video is you could rent games, but there became a demand for people wanting to go into a store and buy games. That's why GameStop came to be. But for someone like me who didn't have a GameStop, we'd just want to pull up at like a Blockbuster and be able to buy our games. I don't remember what Blockbuster called it, Game Surge or some shit. It was like it would be like a second store attached to the store. And at Hollywood Video, like the right side of the building was where you'd go to rent games, and then the left side it wouldn't even be a door, it would just be like an archway, and you'd walk through the arch. What the fuck? What did that say? You'd walk through the archway into Hollywood Video, or into Game Crazy. Power box, huh? And that's where you'd buy your games. Game Rush? Was it Game Rush at Blockbuster? I think and this is gonna upset some people, I think we're in a very rare era where console gaming is better than PC. Before you get mad at me, please let me explain. We're at the point now where even if you're rocking like a 4080 Ti, you are not guaranteed to be able to run new games. I watched a documentary on like how, like, I watched a documentary on the Callisto Protocol, which please don't spoil, I'm playing through it. But, I watched a documentary, and a huge section of the documentary was how poorly optimized it is. And how on a 4080 Ti, you're lucky to get above 30 FPS on PC. And well, I was like, well, fuck that, I'm gonna get it on my PlayStation. And I'm finding that's happening with a lot of fucking games, dude. Back in the day, it was like, damn, I wish my PS3 looked as good as when I play this game on PC. And now it's often reverse, where it's like, oh, to make this run on my PC that is better than my console, I need to lower the graphics. It's unfortunate. We're in an era of really poor optimization, to the point that like I don't even want to fucking, like, I don't even consider, if I'm not gonna stream a game, I don't even consider buying it on PC. I don't want to fucking deal with that, bro. I have a second gaming PC that I use for like not streaming and shit, and it's got like a 3060 or some shit. There's something wrong with whatever card I have. I can't run Elden Ring on that rig. It's better than the PC I use for streaming, which ran Elden Ring just fine. I cannot run Elden Ring over like 30 FPS on that system, and it's because of some optimization bug or some incompatibility with the hardware in the game, and I don't have time to figure that out. I'm just gonna get it on a different system. It's really unfortunate because like I grew up big time PC gamer, like all of them, fucking Counter-Strike, TF2, all the fucking Giga Chad PC exclusives, man. Nowadays, man, like I am fucking buying shit on PC, and if I am, I'm buying it on Steam, where if I fail to optimize it, I'm just gonna reinstall it. Yeah, I think people are starting to deal with this, what's the best word for it? People are starting to realize that this shit doesn't make sense, that games are so poorly optimized nowadays that it really doesn't matter how good your rig is. You could have a top of the line multiple $1,000 PC with a fucking 3080 or a 40 series, and you could boot up a poorly optimized game that you've been waiting to play forever, and it's just gonna run like shit. And congratulations, you have a top of the line gaming rig, get fucked, nobody cares. The fucking PS5 that's a quarter of the price of your gaming rig is gonna run it better, and that sucks. That's a mess, man. That's not how things should be. Everything's broken. Shit's busted, man. I think the peak of PC gaming was like late 20 teens. At like 2018, 19 era. Everything I feel like has been really fucky since then. I'm still running a 2080 Ti and like shit smooth. Like anything I get my hands on. Yeah, Jedi Survivor, man. As soon as Jedi Survivor came out, I was thinking of buying it, and I was like, nah, man, I ain't touching this on PC. Seeing people with 30 series graphics cards being like, yep, this shit's lagging. Like, what the fuck? What do you mean? You have a top of the line rig and you can't run this new game? What's going on? From what I understand, I've looked into it a little bit. I think it's because graphics cards are not evolving as fast as processors. I believe that's my understanding of the situation, that a huge reason for a lot of the poor optimization with PC games nowadays is that, yeah, graphics cards are better than they were, but the processor technology is so far ahead of GPU technology that everything is just a little fucked. That's what I understand. But yeah, like I don't say this is like there's, wait, is this meant to be Nobu? Maybe, I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, shit's gotten a little fucky, man. We pull up a fucking burger shot. Is this Nobu? Nobu's ass. Nobu's so fucking overrated, dude. Nobu is the place you go to show other people with money that you also have money. Ain't no fucking sushi connoisseur pulling up at Nobu going, oh bro, I know the spot. What's the best card nowadays? Isn't it the 4080 Ti? But that's what I'm saying, like, you're not guaranteed to be able to run new games. Where the time frame that I'm from, man, back in the day, upgrading to a 2080 Ti meant that you were not going to have a problem running anything at all, ever. You got your hands on that card, you were good to go. This is Erewhon. Bro, Erewhon pisses me the fuck off. I refuse. I will not go there. Erewhon is like, when people make fun of LA, that's the shit they're talking about. Get the fuck out of my face. No, I don't want the Hailey Bieber smoothie for $20. Eat shit. Fuck that place. So stupid. Fucking tourist trap Hollywood bullshit. That's what the 4090 is? No, not at all. That's what we're talking about. That like nowadays PC games are so poorly optimized that even if you're running like a 4090, that's what we were just talking about, the Callisto protocol. You pull up with your 4090 and play the Callisto protocol on medium graphics, good luck with your 35, 40 FPS. Games are fucked right now, dude. Not in terms of quality. I think there's some really, really, really good games out there right now. Like, I'm having a lot of fun. I'm having more fun gaming than I have in a long, long time. But optimization-wise, everything's fucked. Massey. Played Metro Sim Hustle yesterday and it had sex in it. That's crazy. Is that the first time you've ever seen sex? For me, it was Super Mario 64 when he dives into the painting. That's actually a euphemism for him diving into the puss. That's him doing sex on the paintings. I don't really play games on my PC anymore, not just for the optimization, but for the fact that, like, if I'm sitting at my desk streaming GTA for 8 hours, I do not understand streamers who are able to end stream and then be like, I'm gonna go play some video games, and then they don't even get up and they just start playing video games. Like, that's like if you worked an office job, just being like, I'm gonna stay at the office. Like, what do you mean? But yeah, man, a lot of fucking people do that. A lot of streamers just like, they end stream, but they just stay at their setup. I don't get it. I've thought about even getting, I'm dead serious. I'm probably not gonna do it because it's expensive, but I've thought about getting a completely mirrored setup. Like getting the same computer, the same monitors, the same mouse, same keyboard, and then just like putting it in my bedroom, like where a normal person has their gaming setup, and have that be like my off-stream PC gaming setup. Yeah, I've thought about getting a Steam Deck for traveling. I have a really long flight coming up. IRL streaming's tight. I have a whole setup for that. I don't use it often. Have we been running around for 40 minutes and only had one interaction? I'm deliberately avoiding them. I'm sick. I don't want to talk to anybody. I do not know how long I'm going to be live today. How much is my setup that I'm using now? Shit, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I've had it for so long. Why should I watch then? I don't give a shit. I'm not here to convince you. I'm just chilling, man. I do this shit all day, every day. I'm not out to convince anybody. If you don't like it, you don't like it. Ugh. You want me to call you on Discord and talk for the entire stream so you don't have to? You just start saying slurs and get me banned on purpose. You'd use an AI voice changer to make it sound like it's me, and then you'd just be like, Pride Month's over, boys. And ugh. Damn, man, I can't believe I got sick. I mean, I can, but bummer. I always get sick on holidays. Last time I was sick was Christmas. That's sick though. I made it like a solid 7 months. Damn, man, not bad, bro. Not bad. Now I'm good for probably until Christmas. I don't think I have COVID. I think I just have a little sinusitis. I'll be alright. But time to stock up on tissues. Yeah, I started to like question what was going on last night. I thought at first I was like, this is weird. Like as soon as I got home from the dinner I was at, my throat started scratching. I was like, this is weird. As soon as I got home. And then I was laying in bed and I had the fan on and the AC on and I was sweating. I was like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. AC and fan making your air too dry. That's what I thought. Well, I think I just got a cold. Boom, boom, boom. Ah, well. Also, no, this house does not have the problem of air too dry. It gets humid as shit in here. It gets wet in this house. But yeah, I'm content to do some lazy just chatting Andy streams. Probably some cop shit. Fuck around. You know what's crazy, man? I explicitly didn't go to Anime Expo because I'm like, I don't want to get sick. I got sick. I didn't even go. I got sick at some fucking dive bar in Santa Monica. Fuck. I wasn't even close to anybody. Ah, well. I took some Allegra D. That'll be kicking in soon. It's already kind of kicked in. Allegra D is like a hardcore stimulant. Got Sudafed in it, which you have to like show your ID to buy because they think you're gonna make meth with it. Isn't Santa Monica and dive bar an oxymoron? You'd think, right? But there are some like really low-key like corners of Santa Monica that I never really knew about, because I always looked at Santa Monica as like this bougie fucking place, right? But Santa Monica is divey as fuck. Some parts of it I was really surprised. Like I didn't know where I was. I asked, I was like, where are we? They're like, Santa Monica. I'm like, what? Yeah, little dive bars and shit. It's a fucking college town, you know. That's why I got sick. I was around the youth. These motherfuckers carrying all sorts of nonsense. I wanna put it in the title so people know what to expect. The dang youth. Yeah, I pulled up at this little dive bar in Santa Monica that had touch tunes. I'm always a sucker for touch tunes, but I didn't play anything. But they were playing hits, man. They were doing good. Back in my day. Cowboy boots, bitch, disgusting. Those were the days, my friend. We thought they'd never end. Are there many dive bars in LA? Yeah, I'd say more than like anywhere I've been other than Austin. Austin is a bar town and a college town, and like it's just bar on bar on bar. Isn't the figure that like Texas has more bars than churches or some shit? Which is crazy because it's Texas. But yeah, LA's got no shortage of bars. I try to drink only like once every couple weeks, but when I do, I like to I love a nice bar, man. I'm a bar guy. I love to go post up at a nice bar. This one was weird though, bro. They had the lights on. You ever been to a fucking bar that had the house lights on? This shit was weird as hell. I thought about saying something. Not like critiquing them, but being like, hey, is there a reason your house lights are on? Like, it was weird. Overindulged? Shit, no, I had like 4 beers on Saturday night. And I thought I was wicked hungover, but I think I just got sick. Oops. You ever go to the Rainbow Room? Hell yeah. That place is crazy, man. Rainbow Room is fucking awesome, man. You got all like the rock, like the old aging rockers in their 50s and shit, like their leather jackets and long dyed hair, and there was like a couple in their 50s banging in the handicap stall when I was taking a pee-pee. When I was at the Rainbow Room, I was like, this is hilarious, but I'm happy for them. They're just doing their thing. Used to bump into Lemmy there. Yeah, that was his spot. Yeah, it was sick, man. That place is dope. I'm not trolling either. That's a true story. That place is sick. That place is like true old school Hollywood. Maybe they were conjoined twins. They were trying to get even more conjoined, you know what I'm saying? Sounds like there'll be big lines anywhere decent. No, there's lines for clubs, but I gotta be honest, man. Clubs as a concept are so fucking dumb to me. I fucking hate clubbing. I think it's stupid as shit. But a nice bar is sick. Clubs are just clubs are like the most primal, like Nat Geo documentary shit I've ever seen. It's just a fucking mating ground. It's just a sea of 20-somethings doing legitimate mating dances to try to take someone home. Fucking embarrassing. Clubbing's just ridiculous. Never ever enjoyed anything about it. Always thought it was stupid. I lost my bicycle. I don't remember where I put it. It might have despawned. I went to a club probably like a year ago with a bunch of friends. And we got like a private table and shit, which is nice. Quote unquote private. We just got a table. And one of my friends saw it in my eyes. She's like, you don't like clubbing, do you? And I just went, no. I haven't been since. It's just silly. I get it, but
Bitch.
I'm trying to set a duration to stream today. I'm gonna try not to take any days off while I'm sick, but I'm also going to try very explicitly not to push myself. I'm gonna balance it a little bit. I'm gonna try. I've never waited in line at a club. The only reason I've ever gone to any club in my life is if I was with someone who could get us in. I can't, it's something that just doesn't click with me. I don't understand it. I get it if you like dancing and you're just trying to fuck and take someone home, like, do your thing. But the dishonesty where people are like, no, that's not why I'm here. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. What do you mean? That's what this is. That denial is embarrassing to me. It's like going to a brothel to read. After 25, I stop waiting in line for places. If there's a line and I don't have an in, I'm either paying off the door guy or I'm going somewhere else. Yeah, like what the fuck? I don't have time for that shit. A 100% of the time, if I'm at a club, I would rather be at home on the couch playing video games. 100%. I'd be happier. And then people are like, oh, it's a fun thing to do with friends. Yeah, where you have to fucking scream to hear each other. Yeah, I love that shit. Saw people in the nosebleeds and I was like, no matter how diehard I am, I'm not doing that ever. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy to me. Because a concert to me is like, I don't go to arena shows. But I saw you went to the Fall Out Boy show. I bet it was fucking sick. But I never go to arena shows. I think the sweet spot is anywhere from like 1 to 4,000 in the crowd. I went to the Novo recently and accidentally got balcony tickets where the seats are. This is the first time I've ever done that. I liked it a lot. It made me realize, like, you know, I don't always have to like make a whole event out of going to a show. I can get a balcony seat, sit down, relax, kick my feet up, and listen to some live music. You hate the Novo? I feel like everybody hates the Novo. I hate the security at the Novo. The vibes there are so bad. The security is so intense. Like, I remember being in the pit for fucking Denzel Curry. And I was like slightly out and in the aisle. And they're like kicking your feet with their feet, like moving you in. I'm like, get the fuck away from me. Like, yeah, the security at the Novo is hard. I think it's just because it's downtown and downtown's pretty intense. But security at the Novo is just bad vibes. I feel like they fuck up any show. You gotta know to just ignore them. I think it's... I feel like the main problem with the Novo is the fact that it's in downtown LA. Downtown LA is like... I can't fully describe it, but it's sketchy as shit. It's... I think it's like second only in like intensity to like a New York City. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Saved. Yeah, seats at a concert is kind of cool, man. It's pretty boomer, but I respect it. I enjoyed it. It's less sketchy than 10 years ago. Yeah, but more sketchy than 3 years ago. It made progress, and then COVID fucked a lot of that up. A surprising amount of streamers live downtown, which is weird because streamers don't go outside. Oh. They just be posted up in like the big towers and shit. Again, I respect it. Maybe I shouldn't stream today. I don't. Let's see. Can I even do James's voice?
Hello.
Hey, James.
I would like to order a heartbreaker with cream, extra cheese, and no lettuce, and a side of French with extra salt, a non-carbonated beverage, and a side salad with extra continental tomato. Hey, please.
Extra salt,
Hey.
no carbonate.
Hey, the carbonation gives me gas.
Ah, yeah, understandable.
Should have them things
Yeah,
back.
understandable.
Alrighty. You're getting that bottle?
I'm in my sick era. It's serving rhinovirus.
How's your day been so far, James?
Oh, you know, everything is it was so crazy. Everything's so crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, there's so much, so crazy out here.
What happened to you, James? You
I
look
fell
injured.
off my dang bicycle.
Ow.
Yeah, right. You know, when it's like riding a bike, you never really forget.
Oh,
That's true.
was that you riding up Great Ocean earlier?
Yes,
Going a little bit of a trip?
yes. I got a little athleticism in me to prove that my body is pure.
Nice bike
Oh.
ride in the morning.
Yes, indeed.
That's good to know.
Hey.
Did you see anything interesting?
I saw some cars driving very swiftly. Very cool.
Alright.
Very cool.
Alright. You got it. Idle? Auto? Perfect.
Got it. Was just my silly brain forgot what the drink was in the middle.
Don't worry. As long as there's no carbon, I'll be fine. But I'm liable to explode if there's carbon in it.
Oh,
Not a bit of carbon to be found in the meal. And I did give you the option of the cream on the side there,
Oh,
in case you
thank
wanted more or
you.
less of it.
That's very kind of you. Oh,
Of course,
thank you.
Mr. Randall.
Thank you. That's very kind. You all have a lovely day. I'm going to get out there and let the establishment know that I'm here.
Hell yeah.
Help! Help! Somebody! Help!
You have to bang.
It's open! It's not open! It's closed!
Hello.
Oh, it's Trish.
Hello.
Here, you guys can be friends.
Hello.
Hello! Hello!
Hello.
Hello!
Hello.
Hello!
Hello.
Hello!
Hello.
Hello!
Hello.
Good to see Kiwo back on the server.
That's love at first sight.
Do 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 do. What? I don't even know what happened. 3 minutes of ads are gonna play. Thanks for watching my stream. I don't really know what the plan is today. I'm just kind of winging it. I got a little cold, trying to feel it out. La da 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 da. La da da dee da. La dee da dee da. Well, I'm gonna be honest. I think I should go lay down and try to focus on getting over whatever this is before it gets worse. Because the last time I got sick, my strategy was, fuck it, man, it's time to grind. Let's more or less ignore it and not really worry about it and just stream anyway. And it got worse. So whatever, I'm just gonna go fucking chill. I don't want to deal with this shit. And hopefully I get over it sooner rather than later. But it is what it is. I ain't worried about it. Tons of content on the YouTube. Tons of channels y'all can go watch. I don't really stress time off anymore. I ain't worried about it at all. There's plenty of content y'all can go watch. But yeah, I'll send you guys over to one of the other streamers I usually roll with, who I didn't raid when we did the Steve Escobar stuff that I really fucking should have, and I realized after I didn't that I felt like an idiot. But I'm gonna send you over to Blackblade. I'm gonna go lay on the couch and play video games and go to sleep. Thanks for watching my stream. Happy 4th of July. I'll maybe be back tomorrow, but if not, I'm just gonna be getting over whatever this is. And hey, hopefully it's not COVID. And if it is, who cares? I'm gonna go rest. I'll see you guys when I see you. ! YouTube. Catch me over there.